Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico Reyes, and as always,
hot and ready in the building.
Tef Leezy Foshizi in the house, who actually has dreams of being Jeff Bezos' spit shiner for his baldy head. What did we talk about today on today's episode, my guy?
We talked about, well, we really answered a bunch of questions.
We did.
We talked about, Q&A. We talked about, Disney a little bit, fairly. And you get to find out who the winner is.
Ooh, the mentorship. Yes. Watch out for the mentorship. We're not going to tell you where it is. You have to watch the entire episode. But with that being said, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the post notification bell so you get a nice ding, ding, ding every time a new episode drops. Give us a preemptive thumbs up because it definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Comments are going to be always welcome. So with that being said, let's get to the episode.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico Reyes, and as always,
hot and ready.
Tef Leezy Foshizi. How's it going, dude?
Dude, beautiful Saturday. Actually, out here it's windy, it's gloomy, but it's a beautiful Saturday. What about yours?
We're alive.
Yes.
We're alive. We are experiencing an amazing run in the stock market, right? John's rocking his HODL shirt, courtesy of thetradingdaddies.com. Look at that dude. I'm amazed about that design. It's like something about that design just screams hold on Palantir forever.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. That's why I'm wearing this, because earnings is coming up soon.
Earnings and the lockup period.
Yep.
So that's definitely going to be very interesting if you are a Palantir believer like we are. But yeah, dude, how's your week been?
Week went well. I mean, we had a busy week. Earnings was crazy. We're going to talk about that as well. For my accounts, I think we're up about $6-7 I think.
Nice.
For the week. It was a good week overall. Made some dumb plays, which we're going to talk about that as well.
Yeah.
Had a bunch of losers, which I want to talk about it as well. But yeah, how was yours?
I'm actually flat for the month. So no wins, no losses for the month. I did, we made some big plays in last week of February that made the portfolio climb a whole hell of a lot. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, I think it's just I've made some good plays this week. I've made some money, and I've also lost some money. So I didn't really move the portfolio a whole hell of a lot, and we're still waiting for certain plays to mature. And we're going to talk about more of that in a bit. But I think what really kicked my butt this week was Baba.
Really?
Yeah. So Baba is one of those plays where it was up and I didn't pull out. So that was on me.
Was it because your expiration was too close?
Not the expiration was too close. I feel like I needed to divert my funds into something bigger.
Uh-huh.
Right? And I needed some cap space in order to make that happen, which was Tesla anyways, because that was a juicier play. So we're going to talk about, that in a bit. But other than that, I mean, QS also kicked my butt. We had a false breakout on QS. We thought that QS was going to move. And I don't know, dude. I feel like, on the technical charts, QS is just ready for a monster move. Right? Technically, I feel like it's ready for a monster move, but I think, dude, the short sellers are still winning here. Yeah. The short sellers are still in. And
QS whooped my ass too. I think I took a $2,000 loss on it. Mm-hmm. It was a false breakout. Thursday looked really promising because it was up, I think, like 8-9%. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of sold off until end of the day, and then yesterday it opened very weak and then just sold off for another 6-7%. Yeah, it was crap.
It was a crappy play.
Even though the market was good.
Yeah. I think what QS is really missing is actual proof of concept, because what happens with these let's just call it for what they are, right? They're all speculative plays. Unless you're trading blue chip stocks, they're all speculative. And what's the issue that I have with QS, although they have this amazing technology that they're touting, that it's a solid state battery that's going to revolutionize the EV market. I think their timing is still what, 2 to 3 years away.
3 years away. Yeah, they have it's basically a promise right now that you're betting on. Kind of like Tesla like 12 years ago, right?
Yeah.
It's a promise right now, and you're just betting on the hopes and dreams.
Hopes and dreams. We like hopes and dreams.
We love those.
Speaking of promises and hopes and dreams, I'm going to talk about SPACs today. And I just want to give you guys my idea on how I trade SPACs and the real skinny about them in general. But we have a lot of Q&As, not a whole lot of Q&As, but we have some question and answer segments. Well, that we need to go.
We have a lot. I'm jotting it down. Yeah.
Oh, nice. You want to go down the list real quick?
Oh, sure. So, okay. Our first question, I think we have about 8 questions for today, which is pretty good, decent. Yeah. First question it's actually a good one. It relates to everyone, all of our viewers, listeners, and all that. Other than trading, what else do you invest? It should be okay, but I'm just going to say, what else do you invest in? Life insurance, IRA, 401k, HSA, etc.
Let's shout them out. Who asked that question?
Dad Bod.
Dad Bod, there you go.
Dad Bod 9000.
9000.
Yeah.
He's actually a really cool guy. He's a fellow Bronco fan. Shout out to Dad Bod 9000. What else do I invest my winnings? I mean, I still have an IRA from work, and I'm a big proponent of life insurance. I believe in life insurance. I believe that having life insurance kind of relieves your family of certain burdens, just in case, knock on wood, you croak, and they don't have nothing. I mean, let me phrase this in a way where it doesn't sound snooty. There's nothing wrong with people crowdfunding for funerals, right? By all means, but I don't want my family to go through that. I don't want my wife and my kids to crowdfund to pay for my funeral. So my wife told me, hey, you need. She actually sat me down and said, hey, you need to look at this, and you need to think about what may happen just in case. And I thought to myself, what's $150 a month to provide that kind of security for the people that I may leave? You know what I mean? So that's my life insurance is going to take care of some of their expenses. It's going to take care of some college money, however they want to spend it. But that's what else I have. And I also have ESPP from work, so I still invest heavy.
What's ESPP again?
The employee stock purchase plan. So if you have a company, if you work for a company that has an ESPP, they give you like a 15% discount for purchasing their stocks every quarter. So what they do is you elect to take a certain amount of your post-tax salary, and they put that in a bucket, and then every quarter they invest that into their stock at a 15% discount. So you're already profiting.
You're already winning. Yeah.
You're winning way up.
15%,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. So that's what else I'm investing in. What about you?
I still have my I'm invested in IRA. My 401k, I mean, I had to roll that over. I haven't had a job in like a year now. Life insurance is something I need to look into, and you brought up a great point, because you don't want to leave that burden. You don't want to leave that bag or empty bag to your family, especially if you have kids. To our listeners, if you have kids, think about their future. Think about you don't want to leave them with a bill.
Yeah, you don't want to leave them with a
that
bill
they can carry over. But yeah.
Also, as investors and as people who actually play the stock market, most brokers, this is why I really believe that you guys should get out of Robinhood if you still are in Robinhood. Most brokers, E-Trade, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, they have a way for you to set beneficiaries for your portfolios. So in the event, and just knock on wood that it happens, right? You, they have somebody to bequeath, or to bequeath your shares or your entire portfolio to, so that your investments aren't in limbo.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not a what do you call it? I'm not a lawyer that deals with last wills and testaments, but if you don't, from what I understand, is if you don't have a beneficiary, that goes into something called escrow, and it takes forever.
Mm-hmm.
It takes forever before your family uses that money. Well, you never know. They may need it right away. So, just word of caution, word of advice, actually, just make sure that you guys do set your beneficiaries in your brokerage accounts.
Hey, bro. Imagine Jeff Bezos. Like, who's his beneficiary?
Well, no longer Mackenzie Scott, because Mackenzie Diamond Hand Scott doesn't doesn't.
I want to know who signed on that paper.
I think it's like I think Jeff Bezos might be leaving all his money to his head buffer.
Yeah.
That guy has the shiniest head. I'm sorry. He gives Mr. Clean a run for his money, bro.
Hey man, if he has a head buffer, that dude's probably making like 70 grand a year or so. Just buffing head.
Like he wakes up and is like, all right, Jeffrey, let's get this going.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Same time, same channel. And you think he tips him? You think he
No, man. He only works for 1 minute and he gets paid by like 70 grand a year.
Bro, I tip him.
Bro, hire me. Pay me to buff his head. And I'll start pitching some stocks. Hey, what do you think about QS? Amazon car. Oh, this is too early. All right, we got to move on.
30-1 split, Jeff. 30-1 split.
This is too early.
We're recording this at 8:26 in the morning. So for the people who don't know, we're still trying to wake up. Oh my God.
All right, move on.
All right. Speaking of dad bod, he did ask another question. What's the best stock in 5 years?
Oh, perfect. I mean, okay. This is just my opinion, okay? Mm-hmm. Apple had made big moves, right? They actually just had news. They're trying to finalize, with the Kia deal.
Yeah.
That happened this week. Personally, one of the best stocks in 5 years would be Apple, because just imagine a worldwide brand coming out with a car by 2024.
Yeah. That's
How crazy is that? And it's supposed to be a taxi as well. It's meant to be a taxi.
Yeah, so it's like, this makes sense because if you look at Go EV's canoe platform, mm-hmm. If you've ever seen pictures of those, dude, it doesn't look like a traditional car. It looks like a mini bus.
Yeah.
So if it's a robo-taxi, dude, can you imagine like the streets of San Francisco filled with Apple taxis?
That could
probably
that could happen.
Yeah, it definitely could happen.
Big possibility. What do you think?
I feel like when people are like, when are you leaving San Francisco? I feel like the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. It's so much fun out here. So thanks. For me, best 5 stocks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Apple. Fundamentally, Apple's never gonna stop. That train is gonna go on forever. They've positioned themselves in a way that we're going into a phase where we can't live without them. Some people might be scared of that, but no, I'm not. I mean,
also, on a side note, the kind of random, Apple Watches are on sale right now. Buy one, get one, and then you get a line with it.
Oh, it's a BOGO.
Yeah, because my wife's trying to get one, and I was like, you already have one. Who are you giving the other one to?
Through what carrier?
I think AT&T.
AT&T. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, cool. Sparky, Paco. Shout out to Paco. How to start a good stock portfolio?
Oh, perfect. All right.
Yeah.
You want me to go?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So, Sparky, how to start a good stock portfolio. So whenever you get into, so I have four accounts right now, okay, that I'm trading and growing. So how to start a good stock portfolio? So I opened, the most recent one was this year, January. I started an account and I named it as a growth portfolio. You got to stick to the plan, okay? When you say you're gonna do a dividend, you're gonna do a growth portfolio, you're gonna do speculative, you're gonna do all blue chips or whatever you want to name it, right? I named this one growth portfolio because I only want to stick to, um, blue chip stocks, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that have value and growth at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, I'm not just picking any random stock that pays nice dividends. I have a separate account for that one. But when you start a stock portfolio, you want to look around your within four walls, right? You want to look at what's your in your surroundings. Um, for example, if you have an iPhone, okay, Apple, for example, great stock to be in your portfolio right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you're driving a Tesla Model 3, then might as well invest in Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a Samsung TV, you got Samsung. You, you, I have Dell monitors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Invest in the things that's already around you, that you already believe in, okay? Don't go for some random weed company from Canada.
But ACB is such a great company, John.
I know it is, but
But Canopy Growth is going to grow massively, John.
I know it will, but first of all, if you want to start a stock portfolio, pick a theme.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Pick a theme and then work from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What
I
do you
think
think?
also what I would advise is have a core stock, right? Have a core position. So if you have one blue chip stock that you're constantly adding to, that's amazing. I think
Yep.
the best one is still Apple. Is
Yeah.
to hold Apple long term. Because that's eventually Apple's gonna grow again to 400 and it's gonna split again. It's just inevitable. We definitely see this happening pretty soon. And I mean, don't throw your entire portfolio into spec plays. The name of the game here is to grow it slowly and surely, and slow and steady wins the race, right?
Mhm.
You'll get lucky. You'll get lucky from time to time. You'll see a nice pop here and there, right? But that's up to you as a trader to, hey, I want to take profits here and look for the next play, and or take the profits and build up your core position, right? Always have that core position, because that's what you're gonna like look at and say, oh my god, this is such a great company that I'm happy that I invested in
Speaking of
it.
core stocks, so for my growth portfolio, I'm focusing on right now because I like the chart so much. My core three right now, even though I have a top 9 stocks for the year, which you guys can look into into previous episodes. Right now, I'm really growing Lockheed Martin, LMT. I'm growing Salesforce because oh my god, like the chart's beautiful. CRM. Um, I'm also growing Costco, COST. Plus, they pay dividends. Plus, all the great things that happened to me, a few days ago with Costco and Walmart, the retail giant, WMT, because I think they're going to be able to take some market share from Amazon.
Yeah, I believe so too. I believe
So
so.
those are my core that I'm growing, like what you just said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think Walmart is due for a nice pop once Instacart IPOs.
Oh,
I think
that's right. It's coming.
because they have a partnership. So I think
Yeah.
once that
Yeah.
Instacart IPOs, you'll definitely see a nice pop on Walmart. It's going to be a sympathy play. So
That makes sense. All right.
watch out for that, guys. Watch out
Makes
for
great
that, guys.
sense. Yeah.
Um, I have a question from John C. Trades. Will AMC hit 13? Shout out to John C. Trades.
Who's that guy?
for asking,
Man, he what kind of Kool-Aid he be drinking, bro?
will AMC hit 13?
I just want to let you know a little disclaimer, John C. Trades. Um, I do have 6 calls that expire the 2 weeks from now, the 19th. Okay, so the TD Stimmy is still alive. Okay, the TD Stimmy, because we want to give back to the community, like for the ones who are robbed of their Stimmy, we're gonna give it back to you.
Talk about we.
If
Hey,
if
we're the Robin Hood now.
if AMC hits, 12 and a half, 13, which I think it has a 10% chance.
It has a 10% chance. Like, hear me out. So I feel that we're seeing some bit of a dip here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we're seeing some bit of a dip here, and I think there's time to add.
No, please don't add. I'm telling you, don't.
What if we could create some more tendies on the way up?
We can, but we also want to give back, to the community. Don't tempt me, bro. I already dumped 1,200 on this stupid worthless calls. Okay.
So little disclaimer: I did yesterday. It spiked. I was like, oh, I'm adding. So I added, right, and I took that money back right when it flattened out. I was like, nope, give me back my 3 calls.
Oh my god!
But at the end of the day, though, after hours, it looks like it was kind of trending up a little bit. That's usually a good sign. So for people who think that trading is from 6:30 to 6:30 in the morning to 1 p.m. What's really cool about the pre-market and the after hours, it kind of gives you an overall direction and an idea of where the stock could go, either during the day or the next day. So if you see a stock that pops like pre-market, high possibility that it's going to have a nice little run after it dips before the open. And then for aftermarket, for after hours, you guys will see that stocks that stay above a certain level. For me, it's the VWAP. If you guys trade over the VWAP, if it holds, the volume weighted average price, not the Cardi B VWAP. That's a different VWAP. That's a very WAP.
Bro, it's too early, bro. I'm still thinking about Jeff Bezos' guy. Go ahead.
So if it stays above the VWAP for me, I think it's a good indicator that there could be continuance. Also, if you guys watch this, after the market closes, I don't turn off my charting. It stays on for me, so I can keep up with whatever's going on while I'm doing my 9-to-5 job, and it kind of tells you too the futures. It tells you the futures. If it stays above a certain level, then you're having a good day. One funny story is when the debates were happening. When the debates were happening, we're seeing SPY and QQQ just fluctuate after around 4
That was so
and
funny.
It keeps on going up, and after 5 it keeps on going up and down. That was so funny. So that's the way I see. That's the way I see it. Let's see here. Ricky asked a nice question. Ricky says, when accumulating dividend shares, when the S&P rises, is it wise to average up?
Okay, let me answer that. So, I wish I was wearing my my dividend investor crew neck.
Show the people. Is it in there?
It's somewhere. Yeah, it's somewhere in here. Shout out to Nico for hooking this up right here. Bam!
Oh, look at that.
Investor.
Okay. There you go.
So, is it wise? So let me read the question again. When accumulating dividend shares, when the share price rises, is it wise to average up? Yes. Now here's why. Okay.
I read that wrong. I thought it was the S&P 500.
No, it's too early, huh? I'm gonna give you a yes and no answer. So yes and no. It's completely up to you as the investor yourself. But me personally, yes, I do continue to average up because of what I believe in. I believe in the company. Plus, I believe in investing overall. Okay, investing is when you just dump your money and then just hopefully it rises, right, in value. Plus, you get paid dividends all the way. So that's my yes answer. My no is completely up to you again. So take my word for it. Just in my opinion, when I say no, you got to look at the chart. Is fundamentally, is the company still the same? If you look at the chart, has it been running, for the past year or so, and it needs to cool off? There's so many ways for you to answer this, but again, I'm gonna lean towards the yes side. Just keep, I'm a firm believer of just investing and then just making your money grow. And sometimes you don't even have to look at it when you're a dividend investor. You just accumulate shares, and then you just keep getting paid out monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annually, whatever it is. But here's the thing, though, Ricky. So what you notice is that I think we can use PSEC as an example, because I think you own a lot of shares of that. As the share price goes up, you're going to notice the percentage, the dividend yield, comes down. Okay, it doesn't affect your investment overall, because if you're accumulating shares, you're still going to get paid out, the same amount of dividends. That could be like monthly, quarterly, or whatever. It's actually going to be more because you're accumulating more shares. So don't be afraid of smaller dividend yields. But if you put we're talking about like thousands of dollars in there, you're still going to get paid out, a good sum of money. So I'm going to lean yes on this one.
Nice. Can I do follow-up questions for those who don't know the difference between averaging up and averaging down?
Oh, so averaging down is when, like, for example, I have Lockheed Martin, okay, LMT, pays about 3% annual, okay? So right now, the chart on a short-term trend is trending down, but it actually found somewhat a bottom because it bounced off of it. So I found that as support. So basically right now I'm averaging down. So LMT, I'm currently down, I think, like 1-2% overall. It's because I kept averaging down. I was down at least like 5% when I stopped, accumulating shares. But now, as you average down, again, if you believe in the company, it's okay to average down. Sometimes we tell you don't add to your losers, but is Lockheed Martin a loser company? No, it's not. It's $100 billion. It's bigger than Boeing. It's an aerospace defense. They get government contracts. But when it comes to averaging down, as long as you believe in the company, okay, and it pays dividends.
Oh yeah. Averaging
up. Here's my take on that one, and I know you can answer this one as well. Now, as when it comes to averaging up, Palantir, okay, I was averaging up. I was actually building my position because I know for a fact, this is just me, just in my opinion, okay? In my opinion, I know for a fact that Palantir is actually undervalued right now. So meaning the shares that I bought, like when there were 12s, 13s, you're going to tell me, why does it make sense for me to buy more shares at 32 or 34? It's because I think right now we're at a lower point for the company.
Yeah.
Share price wise. Okay. I think there's more surprises, out down the road. The year is young. So, I'm still looking at, a $50, $60 price target for Palantir. So for you to buy at 32, 34, that's like, half off discount.
That's cheap. And just to piggyback on the whole Palantir thing, and the reason why we're so bullish on Palantir is not because, yes, fundamentally, I feel it's a good company. I do feel like it's a good company. The profit margins alone on data companies are just astronomical. And they've been in business for 17 years, right? Before IPOing. So to me, that's great. That's a pretty solid company right there. And the fact that they're still getting contracts left and right. They just announced a contract with BP to get to cleaner energy by 2025, which is an amazing thing to do.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and if we look at all the other big data analytics plays, look at Snow, for example. Snow is trading at what, 230?
Snow?
Yeah.
No, Snow just hit 308.
Yeah, it's something crazy like that.
Yeah.
They're essentially the same exact business, right? The same exact sector. So you're telling me that the company that gets government contracts and in government contracts and they're starting to get more enterprise contracts. It's not worth that share price. Come on, you're tripping. You are tripping. So I'm heavy in Palantir right now.
Bro, Palantir is so strong. The software's software analytics is so strong. The program is so strong that they probably know that I own 1,800 shares.
Oh yeah, they already know. They're already tracking my 18. When did you add the other 100?
No, not that one. Not that hat. This one.
There we go, dude. I am so excited. 1,800, dude. That's bananas. I'm still at my. I did add 2 weeks ago. I added 2 weeks ago, 100 shares 2 weeks ago, and I'm about to exercise my call options. I want to just own them. I don't want to play around with the options anymore. Let me own my shares now. Let me ask for them.
You're hodling.
I'm hodling. Let me ask the person who sold me that contract. Hey, you need to give me 300 shares of Palantir for 12 and a half.
That's crazy.
You dummy.
And it's almost 3 times the value. Yeah.
Dude, imagine that. Like, can you imagine how much money he's gonna be losing because he has to sell it to me for 12?
Dummy. You sold him the dream. The dream came true.
I sold him the dream. The dream's coming true. The dream's coming true. Also, Dadbot asked another question. I hella missed this one. Why male models?
Come on, man. Like, you're photogenic. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm brown.
Dude, you're as brown as milk.
Chocolate milk. I'm brown. I'm not that dark.
If you're brown, then I'm red.
I'm not brown.
Why male models? Because Zoolander is one of my all-time favorite movies ever.
Why male models is because we can't afford paying all these OnlyFans out there to
nor are we gonna even
put up our gear.
Like, if we hire one of those models, I don't think we'll be married anymore. So our wives are gonna kill us. I'd rather not. I like living. I like breathing the good air. So that's why male models.
Dadbod 9000. If you have an idea, like, let's say you have some female models that want to sport our gear and our merch, feel free. Feel free. But I'm not gonna tell my wife, be like, oh yeah, I know this chick. She gonna sport our bikini line, Trading Daddies bikini line.
Not gonna happen. Not for me. Not for me. That's a no.
Man, I already sleep on the couch. You want me to sleep outside?
That's a no for me. Nope, not gonna happen. Sparky asked another question though. Do events like the Super Bowl affect the market?
I have a good answer to that. Okay, so I actually dug deep. Okay, I could care less about the Chiefs, but last time the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, the stock market ran 26.3% for the year.
Load up the boat and all bets on Brady. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of Tom Brady to begin with, right? Because I'm a Denver fan. And the last time that the Buccaneers won was against the Raiders, which made me happy actually.
Yes, I hated that. I hated that game.
Why? Why you hate the game?
Because, bro, like, it was snowing. It was like, come on, man. Like,
it was a pretty game. It was exciting.
Not a pretty game at all, man. Number one offense against the number one defense. Who won? The defense won.
Gruden won.
Yes.
Gruden won. But yeah, I think we're gonna. I'm gonna bet on Tommy. That's just me. Plus 150 right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
What are the lines?
It's plus 150. The over is kind of high. Over is 56, I think.
That is high.
Over under is 56.
I mean, Mahomes got an arm, bro. Like,
it's gonna be high. It's gonna be high scoring. In my opinion, it's gonna be high scoring. There's gonna be some catching up that needs to happen on Tom's side, but I feel like he could pull this one off as a last.
it's not his last rodeo. The dude's probably still gonna play for 5 more years.
You think so?
Wife's a supermodel from Brazil. Man, that dude just goat.
There was this one episode on South Park where they were running around trying to find Tom Brady's like his semen. And they were saying that if you find Tom Brady's semen and you drink it, you're gonna live forever. They call it the spice melange.
Oh my god,
the spice melange. Kenny asked a question. Shout out to Kenny. Kenny's been winning, dude.
Yeah,
Kenny's
except
been
for AMC.
I know. I mean, AMC. Just it is what it is.
I think he wants that TD Stimmy.
He wants. I mean, I'd love to give him the TD Stimmy. He's a really cool guy. He asked, "Can we see your desk setup? Like how computers look like?" What we're gonna do for you, Kenny, is we're going to take a picture of our setups and we're gonna post it on Instagram.
No, it's actually on. We also have a category on Discord as well. So
is it on Discord?
I keep forgetting to take a picture of the setup, my workstation, really.
Mm-hmm.
But I am. You sent me a link on how to build a rig. I think I'm gonna look into one of those.
It's already built, dude.
I know, but you can also configure it.
Oh yeah, you configure the build. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check out that website you told me about.
Are we gonna start mining Ethereum?
Dude, utilities are cheap out here, so I'm thinking about taking one of the rooms.
How much is it for a barn out in Idaho?
Huh?
How much is it for a barn in Idaho?
50 grand.
50 grand for a barn in Idaho?
You get like tons of acres.
How many rigs do we need to start mining Ethereum?
Dude, I mean, I still got to do some research, but it's if the computer is making money from you, like for you, why not, right?
Why not? Call it the farm.
Yeah.
Call it the farm. But thank you for any. Do you have any other questions on that?
No, that was it.
That was it. Cool. Well, thank you guys for the people who asked us questions. Hopefully that answered your questions. And then if you, our listeners, have any more that you'd like to ask, please keep them coming because we do love interacting with you guys. That was a really fun segment. We haven't done that in a while.
You know what? Sparky did ask, how do you take losses?
Oh!
Remember that question?
Good segue, because I'm actually going to go through that right now.
Yes.
Perfect.
I got so many words for that, yeah.
Yeah. How do you take losses? So I've spoken about this in a previous episode. It's called loss aversion. You get into a position and you see your P&L for that specific play go in the red. And it's not really a pleasant experience. It's never a pleasant experience because it's like, you start questioning yourself. Like, where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? Why is it the way that it is when I stuck to my plan and I stuck to my rules and I got in at what I thought was an optimal price point? And how come it's taking a dump on me? The way that I look at it as let it mature, right? Assuming that you did not put in a lot of your capital, and this plays into position sizing. We've talked about position sizing before. When you're starting a position, don't go ham. Don't go ham. It's just not the way to do it, right? If your starting size is 10 shares, it's 10 shares. Don't go more than that. If your sizing is probably a dollar amount, right? A dollar amount, stick with the dollar amount because you can always average down, as we talked about earlier. You could always buy more to get a better price, right? And don't look at it as a loss, right? Look at it as I see it as a blessing. Like, oh crap, you know what? I may have made a mistake by entering this trade too early, but this gives me another opportunity to add more and maybe make more if I still believe in that play. Right? Don't lose hope. There's stocks go up and down. It's the ebbs and flow of the market. It is what it is, right? You just have you probably got into you probably got into a different time, not the wrong time, but just in a time where it's like, oh, maybe you could have waited a little bit longer before you actually went to the trade. But you know what? Average down.
So for when it comes to how to take, losers and how to take a losing trade, don't take it personally, first of all. Okay. I've done that, so many times myself. Granted, yes, we had a green week this week, but I'm going to tell you this. I had a lot of losers. Okay. And it's funny because I'm going to start journaling my trades.
Ooh,
And I really think that I only had a 40% win rate. I would say so. Out of 10 trades, I only won, I would say, 4 trades out of 10. And now you're going to be like, then what the heck? Like, how'd you make, $7,000 if you only had a 40% win rate? Like, you had more losers than winners, right?
Yeah.
And here's my thing, though. It's because I cut my losers early enough to not have an effect on my account. Okay. So, like, for example, we're going to use AMC. AMC was just, a bone out in the field, right? I threw 1,200. I know I'm going to lose that, but I know how I'm going to make it up. Okay. So, for example, with Tesla, I traded Tesla for 4 times this week. Okay. Even though I won 3 trades and I lost 1, my 3 trades were all big, right? To make up for my losers. Okay. My biggest loser this week was QS. Okay. I lost $2,000 on that one, and I'm actually still holding, a bunch of shares in one of my accounts, which is actually down 1,000. So if I sold that, I would have, been down, $3,000 for the week, right? But I'm still up 7 for some reason. It's because when I see a loser, I'm like, all right, like what Nico said, bro. You don't want to take it personal. Plus, on top of that, you don't want to go ham. So, for example, for my Tesla trade, okay, I have 1 call and then I have 25 shares. And I was telling Nico, like, hey, like, I really do think that, this can break out. So I'm going to start adding more to my shares, right? That's not me lying to myself. I'm telling myself that, hey, this is not a full position. I didn't go ham on this, even though it's 25 shares. And it's a lot of money, okay? But stick to your plan and have a realistic goal, right? So when you take in the losers, yeah, I noticed that it drags your trades. It carries over that mentality of like, oh man, I lost on this trade, I might lose again. No, scratch that, eliminate that mentality. When you go into another trade, it's a clean slate, right? It's a new beginning, replan it, just focus on the next big trade and stop thinking about, your losers.
Yeah.
Because granted, I had, 60% of my losers, they were terrible trades. Like SPCE, terrible trade. I lost like 200 on that one. And I keep them small.
Yeah.
Because if I drag them on, man, it's going to kill your account. It's going to kill your momentum. It's going to kill a lot of things. The losing trade tends to carry over the habit that was developed. And man, you don't want to be in that cycle.
Nope.
You don't want to be in that cycle because I remember, was it August or October? September. I think it was in September.
It was right after Splitsville.
Yeah, September. I had a losing 3 weeks in a row.
That was bad, dude.
Dude, I couldn't figure. Yeah, dude, I remember that, dude. Like, I couldn't figure out. I was like, I've been holding on to this one stock. I think it was Chewy. I was holding on to this one stock for like 2 weeks. I was like, man, it won't go up. Or every time I would short it, it would go up. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
it just wasn't going your way.
It wasn't going my way. None of it was going in my way because I kept thinking about the losers more than the winners. And it was affecting my mentality, like, it's like, I'm going to tell you this again, like I've told this in the previous episodes. It's like hanging a picture on the wall and you just pass by it, not even look at it or stare at it. It's just there like wallpaper, And you know what that's called?
What's that?
Bag holding.
Bag holding.
That's my
bag
take.
holding. Bag holding is a bag holding means that you have a position that you don't have a plan for.
Yeah.
That's what bag holding is. Because like, I mean, do you like always remember that before you enter a trade, always trade with a purpose, right? Always trade with a purpose. Always trade that with a reason as to why you're entering this trade. Yeah, the reason is to make money, obviously. But let's take Palantir for example. We got into the trade because we thought it was cheap.
Yeah.
Right. It IPO'd. We thought it was cheap, and it
Yeah.
dipped. It dipped so
It
long.
dipped to like 9 something. Yeah. We were down. I
like
think I was down. I remember that I was down
Yeah.
15-20%. I was like, oh crap, like already?
Yeah, already, right? So what we did is like, let's take this capital and move it somewhere else. So we cut it. We cut that trade, and then right when it starts spiking again, we were like, oh crap, it's moving. Let's go. Let's start. Yeah. Let's hop in. And then right then and there, we started doing more of our research and started figuring out like, hey, this is actually a viable company. We could do this for a while, right?
I remember that.
Like I went ham on the research, and we came to the conclusion like, this is potentially a trade that we keep adding on and we don't let go for a while. Yeah. So that's the reason why why our positions in Palantir are so huge. And that right there, we have a plan for it. Our plan is to hit a certain target and maybe trim some, but ultimately we want to hold it for a while as it grows, right? Mm-hmm. And certain trades like Tesla, for example. Tesla's hard to buy. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Tesla's hard to buy because it's expensive. Tesla's hard to buy if especially shares of Tesla at $800 a pop. That's expensive. Way too expensive.
Bro, have you seen their calls?
Dude, their calls are crazy. The calls
6 months out, 25, yeah. 30 grand.
Yeah, 30 grand. The calls that we're in right now, they expire March 5th, but
$6 grand.
They're $6,000. $6,000 tied up in capital.
And Tesla moves a lot. Like you can lose like 2-3 grand quick.
Yeah, easy. So what we have a plan for Tesla, and our plan for Tesla is as it dips, average down, we definitely see it at roughly around 900 in 2 weeks.
Easy, bro. 1,000, 25%, upswing.
Yeah, so that's the reason why the reason for the season in terms of what we're doing for Tesla, and we have a plan for it. We have our exit plan if it goes south on us even more. We also have a plan for it if it trades sideways. Mm-hmm. But that's something that we've formulated throughout our trading career, and I think that loss aversion does it does suck, dude. It does suck because it's like it really weighs heavily on your mind.
Yep.
But as long as you enter a trade with a plan and not just it's not gambling, guys. this is I mean, there's so much money to be made, but don't treat it as a casino, because once you start looking at it as a casino, when was the last time? All right, some people are professional gamblers, right? Mm-hmm. Some people are professional gamblers. Ask them about their P&L. Ask them. It's up and down. It's up and down. Professional gamblers don't always win every day.
Majority of them go bankrupt, actually.
Majority of them go bankrupt, right? Yeah. You're a professional gambler.
Yep.
Your job is to gamble, right? And don't look at the stock market like that. That's bad juju on you.
Bro, since we're talking about losers, sometimes, I'm going to tell this again. I've said this in the previous episodes. Sometimes the chain that prevents us from being free are more mental than physical.
Yeah, exactly.
The mind is very strong.
Exactly. The mind is very strong. And it does really, shit, you wake up in the morning at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, you're not ready for this. Then
you check AMC.
You're checking AMC, you're dealing with money that just your head's about to explode.
Hell yeah, bro. I just want to let you know, dude, this job is like mentally draining.
Oh, it is.
Physically, I can go, but dude, at the end of 8 hours, I'm dude, I'm mentally drained.
Fried. Yeah. There's so much data that you're consuming on a day-to-day basis that you need to take a break sometimes. I mean, I advise some meditation maybe, right? It's not all roses out here. It's a grind, and the more that you start looking at it as a as a career, and you really need to stick. I mean, if you're trying to use investing and trading as a substitute or just to get rid of your 9 to 5 all entirely, you need to have better discipline. And you really need to focus.
Exactly.
Right, because one lucky pop. To be honest, this happens to me. I see a lucky pop, and I'm like, I quit my job today.
Mm-hmm.
That happens to me. And then I start thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm not going to quit my job today.
On a red day, you're like, oh, crap, I need to sell cable right now. I'm picking up 2 phones.
Like, on a red day, I'm already calling customers like, hey, you know. Oh, man. I even tell this on the Discord, too. And on the Discord, if I say, yep, I'm selling cable, I'm not. But yeah, so speaking of gambles, I just want to give a nice PSA out to the people about SPACs. SPACs stand for Special Purpose Acquisition Corporation or Company. SPACs are a blank check company that has no fundamentals, no financials. It's basically a person that's saying, hey, I'm going to throw this ticker out there. I want you guys to throw some money in it, and then I will acquire a company at a later date.
Yep.
Big people, I mean, the biggest investors in SPACs, we have Papa Pauly, we have Bill Ackman.
Yep. Peter
Thiel, right? These people who have, I'm sorry to curse on this show, but fuck you money.
Yeah.
Like people who just don't give a crap. Like they're corporate raiders, essentially, right? Back in the 80s, there were corporate raiders, like dudes who are feared in the financial world because if they show up at your office, you're about to get bought out, type scenario. Notable SPAC plays IPOE, which is by Papa Pauly. He's about to acquire SoFi.
You still can't pronounce his name, huh?
Nope, Pauly Hapataya. No, I don't want to butcher.
Chamath, Pauly.
It's Chamath, Pauly.
Chamath.
Pauly Hapatia. I don't want to butcher it. It's Papa Pauly. It sounds better.
Why can't it be like Elon Musk or something? Like something easy.
Something easy, right? But, you know, it is what it is. He's also running for governor. I don't know if you know.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he's trying to, Gavin Handsome, the almighty Gavin Handsome, is about to get recalled. He's trying to get recalled.
Yeah.
I still love Gavin Handsome. That guy is so handsome, so dashing.
He got 4 kids, man. He busted nuts.
Yeah, he's busting nuts everywhere. Busting nuts and taking butts. That's Gavin Handsome's motto. He has that on a shirt. Busting nuts and taking butts. And I mean, he's trying to do this whole thing where Chamath is saying if he gets elected, he's going to get rid of taxes in California. And I'm like, bro, how?
How?
I know taxes in California are high, but I love paying taxes, especially in this state. It sucks. I know where my taxes are going, in my opinion.
Man, everyone's gonna come back to California then. Oracle might come back if there's no taxes.
If there's no taxes, they'll come back for sure.
Elon Musk might come back.
Yeah. So I think he has some policies that are interesting, but I don't know if they're going to be practical. But Bill Ackman has what's this like
PSTH
like Pershing, something like that.
Yep.
Where they are waiting for companies to acquire. There's really no reason behind these companies to exist other than as a shell company and in order for them to find another company to acquire. So in case of CCIV, the rumor is with Lucid. That's not set in stone yet. But once it happens, we're going to see CCIV turn into Lucid, right? Other SPAC plays from before, Workhorse.
Mm-hmm.
Space is actually a SPAC.
Mm-hmm. DraftKings
used to be a SPAC.
SPAC, yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is, although I believe in these SPAC plays as a tool to make your account grow, don't hold these SPACs.
Mm-hmm. So dangerous.
These aren't companies that you buy shares of. These are companies that you buy shares off and trade them off. The reason why is what happens with SPACs, and this has happened to me. I don't remember. Was it Workhorse or Hyliion?
Hyliion's boo-boo, man. It took a crap after.
I think it was Hyliion.
Yeah.
So before Hyliion merged to wherever they are right now, there was big massive run up. Because the rumor, right? You're buying the rumor, and after it merged with Hyliion, I saw a fat dip. In my opinion, I thought it was gonna be this astronomical play that could potentially, provide my portfolio so much cash and so much capital that I was just willing to hold it. And I didn't see the tea leaves. I didn't read the tea leaves that it was already dipping from me, and I'm like, what do I do here? And I asked John, I'm like, John, what do I do? And he's like, dude, cut it. Like, why are you still holding this? There's no reason for you to hold this. The merger happened, right? There's an influx of shares from the company that it merged with.
Yeah.
There's downward pressure. Don't hold it. So, what I'm saying for the people still holding these SPACs is trade them out as the news pops, because this is going to be one of those situations where you really need to believe in the technicals of the stock before you actually play it. In the case of CCIV, the rumor is great.
Yeah.
The rumor is amazing. But once it actually merges with Lucid, watch it dump for a bit before you actually buy Lucid shares. Right? Before you buy Lucid shares. So you're going to get a better discount that way. But that's my idea on SPAC. You have any thoughts about SPACs? No.
I'm out of CCIV anyway, so whatever.
Every time I tell John about a SPAC, he was like, "That's a blank check company."
I know, man, dude. SPACs blew up last year. Like,
it's still
there's like a million of them. There's like a million of them now.
There's like 10 that's about to drop in the week.
What?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I read something where it's going to be dropping in a week.
I can't keep up.
I can't keep up. There's too much. But with that being said, let's do something special for the people. So we did announce a contest a couple of weeks ago that you will win a mentorship with us, with John and I, to learn how to trade and to show you guys what we see in the market, so that you can trade like us. We're not the best at it, but we're learning also, and we'll learn together. But John's going to talk about what actually comes in that package.
So for the lucky winner will get to spend time with us, me and Nico, exclusively, not only fans. This is free, by the way. Exclusively, and you're going to get to learn pretty much everything that Nico learned last year. He came into the game with no market knowledge, and dude, I'm first of all, I'm so proud of you and what you've accomplished in the stock market. So what we're going to be learning together, we're going to look into how to build a watch list, how to chart, how to look at technical analysis, fundamental analysis, current events, position sizing, all the mental stuff, so much more, right? And all your questions would be answered, how to open up a brokerage account, like there's so many things.
Yeah.
And thank you for the ones who, tagged all their friends and spread the word out, because really, in all honesty, this is free. Okay. If you want to pay thousands of dollars, go ahead, go to another, I don't know, some guru, pay thousands. I saw a course that this guy was selling, right? $5,000 to learn how to trade. I'm like, $5,000? Like, what do you mean $5,000? Like,
what's the ROI on that shit?
Exactly. Like, and it's not even guaranteed. And this stuff is free. And I think, I don't want to say it's bulletproof, but it works. It works for me. Yeah. If it works for me, it works for Nico, and I think it could work for you. So
definitely. I just want to get on here and thank John for taking me under his wing. And then for those who don't know, I started in June of last year. I didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing. Right? It was just a know-how for me, and I really do want to thank you, John, for taking me under your wing and teaching me what I do know. Hold on one second. And I do want the people to know that this stuff right here is valuable knowledge. This stuff right here, people pay thousands for, in terms of, going to college or maybe hiring a guru, like John said. Don't get scammed. Don't pay $5,000 for a course.
That's crazy.
Go to Discord. You probably get more out of our Discord than paying $5,000 for that. But with that being said, are you ready to draw the winner?
Do it. I've been excited.
Let's go. Let me share my screen real quick here. Chrome tab. That looks good. That looks good. So we have, I'm going to read out the names. The Yapper, Jay Fernan, it's Drewski, it's Brian, Mr. Rainier, Londoja, Wode, who is Natalie, Selena Monique, Joe Arias, I'm sorry,
Yep.
Chang.B.C, Big DS79, Astronaut, Geraldine, C Ting, Luana Mafer, Jordy X6, Mikey Jiro, Sparky G17, Dadbot 9000, it's Kuya Nate, C underscore WikiWik, Mio Lantes, El Guro Chris, I didn't want to butcher that, sorry, Dennis the Menace 16, Armadina, Popper Jams, Adam Smith 055, Nikila, Kevin Wen, Chris Lands, E Navarro, Londo 707. Good luck, guys.
Dude, I'm super excited for this because, like,
I know
you're changing someone's life, you know.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna change somebody's life right now. Oh, all right, there you go. clang.d.sy. Congratulations, you have won the mentorship with the Trading Daddies, and hopefully,
Who is that?
I don't even know who that is. I mean, I don't know who that is. That's none of my friends. Is that one of your friends?
No, hold on.
No, we made a new friend today.
All right.
But exactly. It's on the recording, so we should be okay. Close. I'm gonna keep this up. But congratulations. I'm pretty sure you're gonna see this on the YouTube, and then when you see it, just please hit us up. Let us know that you saw the video and you won, and then we'll get the process going for you. Congratulations. Sweet. What an episode so far, my guy. Any top plays for the rest of the week, dude?
For next week, there's only one ticker that I'm going to be watching. Disney Thursday.
Oh, that's happening.
And here's my thing, okay? 99% of the time, Disney does well on earnings.
They do.
Dude, I think it's like 3 quarters in a row they pop at least 5%.
They do. Disney.
And they just keep running.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw a bone at it.
I'm gonna throw the entire steak at it.
A full porterhouse, my guy. A full porterhouse. I see it. I definitely see it. I definitely see a full porterhouse. But yeah, so for me, I'm still holding on to Tesla. I'm still holding on to Palantir like always. Hopefully, AMC finally gives us some good. Hey, you ever catch that Vlad, the CEO of Robinhood, isn't really recognized by FINRA?
Robin the Hood.
Like legitimately, he's not licensed to do this shit.
It just gives us more ammo to say, Robin Hood is robbing the hood. They're gonna IPO soon.
Dude, dude, that IPO is gonna tank, bro.
Yeah,
that IPO is
gonna be fun to watch.
That's gonna be extremely fun to watch. I might actually throw a put in there.
Yep.
It's like, hey, buy.
Like actually chuck the bone at it.
Just smash the computer with it. Buy. But other than that, I have nothing else in terms of other plays. I'm still watching QS. I really feel that the Bears are going to stop pretty soon. Watch that for the upside, and once it breaks, give me 2 good candles, and I think that gives me more confidence in the play. But other than that, last words before we go.
Hot and ready.
Follow us on Instagram at Trading Daddies. Follow me at Trading Poppy. Follow John at John C. Trade, TradingDaddies.com for all your news and merch. And we're about to drop a new contest. Watch out for that. That's going to be fatty. That's going to be a nice one.
Yeah.
But besides that, let's get trading, guys.
Yeah.